What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another one. So today I'm going to show you guys how to set your decoy spread. Hopefully it'll make you a little bit more successful. I'm going to show you at least what I do. And so today I was able to pull 5 ducks out. I got this real nice greenhead. He's a pretty dude. I mean, if I was going to mount one, it'd be one of these guys, but fortunately your boy's a little broke right now. Anyway, I tried to explain my decoy spread because it's a little bit different than other places. A lot of other guys, you know, they're hunting ponds or they're hunting fields, and so there's just not a lot of content out there about how to set them up on the river, on a river. I'm on the Rio Grande right now. If you guys are out of state, 2 things I need from you guys before I get into it, though. 1, hit that subscribe button. 2, this one's a little bit more important than that. There's a company called Game On, and I'm not affiliated with him, but it is getting pretty close to the holiday season, and they're doing a raffle. They're raffling off like a bear skull with like a huge mount that looks like an arrowhead. It's pretty cool. But he's raffling that stuff off, and he's giving all the money to families in need. So if you could, just go to his Instagram. If I remember right, it's Game On Outdoors, something like that. It's only $10 a ticket, and like I said, it's going to help out some families. Anyway, back to the video. So what I like to do, now there's a lot of debate over whether you should set a J or a U, and honestly it's hard to explain, but you're gonna have to read how the river is set up in wherever you're trying to hunt. So today I made like a U-J hybrid. So my main body of decoys are right here, and I have a J sort of. But what I'm mostly trying to accomplish here is I'm making a stopping point for these ducks. So the art of setting your decoy spread, I guess you'd call it, to get ducks to do what you want to do, is to get them to think that they're doing what they want to do. Ducks are going to do what they want to do. If they don't want to land there, they're not going to land there. If they want to land on the other side of the river, they're going to land on the other side of the river. What the formation that you put your decoy spread in is going to kind of help suggest where they should land, where they should want to land. Like I said, they might not always land there, but it's going to be sort of a suggestion. I'm trying to figure out how to say this. You're trying to get them to land where they want to land. You're trying to get them to land where you want them to land without them knowing it. So what I did was I'm suggesting that they land in this hole right here because it's open. So I made this wall right here so they really can't go past. If they want to go past, they're not going to be in these weeds right here. And I've seen ducks feed on these weeds before, so I know that they're going to probably want to be here. They're not going to want to be over there. So I made this stopping point for them. And then I also made this arm of this J to kind of funnel them in right here. So another thing is I like to put family groups. So right here, those are my pintails. Here, let me turn you guys off, and I'll turn you back on, and I'll get in the water. So as you guys can see, I have my pintails right here. So another thing with these pintails is they have a white front. So that's going to attract a little bit more attention from when the ducks are flying up over there. Also, I've covered this in a lot of my other videos. If you go and watch some of my hunts, I usually always describe, or I'll show you guys what my decoy spread looked like that morning. What was I saying? Anyway, these pintails are what I would call confidence decoys. Now, there's nothing wrong with mallard decoys. The thing that I don't like about them is that everybody has mallard decoys. And for good reason. I mean, they're the most abundant duck species in North America. I mean, if you're gonna buy 24 decoys, you might as well get mallards, because more than likely you're gonna be seeing mallard ducks. The problem is everybody has mallard decoys. So when the ducks are flying, they're gonna be, and they see a big old group of mallards, they're gonna be a little bit more weary. So what I did was I got these pintail decoys, and I also have some Widgeon decoys I'll show you. I'll just start walking and talking. I have these Widgeon decoys because they'll see that, and I made sure to put these out front. That way when the ducks are coming, these will probably be the first ones they'll see. And another thing with a family group like this is don't put it too far away from your blind, because sometimes, not always, like I said, those ducks are going to do what they want to do. They'll land with this little family group. So make sure your family group is going to be in range. So as we come on down the line, I have a couple mallards feeding right here. Now these are Avian X decoys. I really like them. I've actually shot a couple of them by accident. I was able to fix them and they work perfectly fine. Let's see how I got that guy feeding right there. Just a little bit more realism. Here's my widgeons. I normally like to put my smaller ducks out front. If you guys have some teal decoys, I found that the ducks like to land with the smaller ducks for whatever reason. They could be mallards, whatever. They just seem to like to land with the smaller ducks. So, like I said, I have this wall right here of sorts, and in the middle I have my Mojo. Now what I see a lot of guys doing is they'll put their Mojo right here, and I used to do that, and there's nothing wrong with it. You'll kill ducks. The thing that I've noticed with the Mojo is though, is a lot of these guys, or not a lot of these guys, a lot of ducks a lot of times will shortstop a Mojo. So I'm not a duck, obviously, so I can't explain to you why they're short-stopping a Mojo. The only thing I can think of is that the Mojo is replicating a duck landing. So they're not gonna wanna land on top of the Mojo, they're gonna wanna land with the ducks already on the water. So what I like to do is I like to stick my Mojo in the back of my spread. And another thing that it does is it gets their attention as they're coming down the river. They're gonna see that flashing and they're going to lock onto your spread. They're gonna look lower. They're gonna see all these ducks on the water. They're gonna see my pintails up there. And hopefully they're gonna commit. Sometimes they're just not. I mean, for pressure reasons, or maybe they're heading to a specific spot. I had that problem a lot this morning. They were wanting to go to the ditches and they were just wanting to keep on going. And so I was only able to shoot the ducks that wanted to come into my spread. So hopefully this video isn't too long. So last but not least, I want to talk about my blind. So my blind is right there, and I'll go ahead and hop in it. I'll turn you guys back on when I'm on shore. So my blind is right here. Hopefully you guys can see all my stuff so you can picture where my blind is. And it's facing that way, right into my keel hole, right there. So the reason that I don't put my decoys right in front of my blind is because when those ducks are decoying, and I don't have very good footage of a nice camera up close, but if you look at footage of decoying ducks coming in, they're still looking. Their wings are cupped, but they're going like this. And what they're doing is they're looking for some movement. They're looking for something to be wrong, because you know they get hunted by us. I mean, they're looking, and they know that people sit on the shore and they wait for them to come land. So what I like to do is I like to put my blind a little bit off to the side. You can see how it's not going to be where the duck's attention is. The duck's attention is going to be right there. My blind is over here off to the side. So it just helps me. I can I probably messed up 3 opportunities this morning because I was trying to get my GoPro on, and a lot of the times they'll see my hand reaching up for my GoPro, and they'll kind of flare off. So yeah, so that's why I kind of gave up on filming this morning, because they were just busting me every time. I think that's gonna just about do it, guys. As far as my drakes and my hens being next to each other, I like to put my drakes up front, just because they have a little bit more color. The hens, they're still going to see the hens, but it's just going to be an outline, right? So, but with the greenheads, at least they're going to be able to see a little bit more color up front. There we go. On the board. Man, guys, I got all the way to my truck before I realized I didn't do an outro. Well, if you guys like this video, if you learned something, I got more coming. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out that raffle, and I'll see you guys on the next one.